Conditional formatting is a great way to get a visual representation of your data to help you analyze that data. And there have been a number of changes from Excel 2003 through to Excel 2010. We're going to explore those now, starting here in Excel 2003 with our TT expenses open up. Let's say we want to apply some conditions to the data that appears in the total column. So we'll select the data that's there. And to apply conditional formatting in Excel 2003, we went to the Format menu and then selected Conditional Formatting. Now you were very limited here in Excel 2003. You could apply up to 3 conditions, each one applied individually. So let's set our first condition. In this case, we want to work with the cell value as opposed to the formula, so the actual value. Let's say if the actual value is above 250, so greater than, and we'll type in 250, we want it to appear differently. The formatting is applied down below, and you see a preview of the current format, which is no format at all. Click the Format button, you have access to changing the font. Let's go to the font, and we'll just choose bold. We'll make it a little bolder. The border around the cells if you wanted to, or the patterns and fills. Let's make this bright red so it really stands out, and we'll click OK. And we'll see a preview of that right there. That's the format for any number that's greater than 250 in the range we selected. Now if we want an additional condition, we click the Add button. And notice we can only do that twice before it's no longer useful. So we're allowed up to 3 different conditions here. Let's set the second condition so that it is less than or equal to the same number, 250. And we'll just have it show up in green, nice bright green. And click OK. When we click OK, we're going to see that formatting. We'll just click off to the edge here to deselect that range. And you can see those red ones really stand out as exceeding a limit, and the green ones are OK. So that's how we apply conditional formatting in Excel 2003. After Excel 2003, the product development team at Microsoft really focused on allowing you to really spice up your workbooks in Excel. So a lot more formatting options, including the conditional formatting we're going to take a look at using the same workbook here, but in the new format, TT expenses. Same data range, we'll select it. And conditional formatting is right there on the ribbon with the Home tab selected. In the Styles group, you can click Conditional Formatting. And check this out. There are a number of presets available to you, like Highlight Cells rules, and there are those rules we just worked with, greater than, less than, and so on. We've also got top and bottom rules for the top 10, bottom 10, percentages and averages. Data bars, color scales can be used, or I like this one, icon sets. You can always go back to doing it the old-fashioned way by adding new rules and using the Manage Rules option. We'll get there in a moment, but let's go to the icon sets. We'll just drop down and let's choose one such as these shapes here. So we've got 3 different shapes, green, yellow, and red. This will work for our data, so we'll select it, and it's automatically applied. And if you look at this, the red ones, they're actually the lower values. There's one yellow one in the middle, and then the very biggest number has green. This is really backwards for what we're looking at. We want those red ones to stand out as exceeding our limit. So we go back to conditional formatting and then down to Manage Rules. And here's where you're going to see the first rule called Icon Set. And you can click it to select it. And you can see the range, so you can change the range here if you wanted to. And at any time you can edit this rule. And when you click Edit Rule, look at all the options you have here for selecting a rule type, changing your icon sets if you wanted to. Let's go to the icon set and choose something different. Maybe we'll go to this little traffic light type thing. And then you'll see the default conditions that have been set here. And all it's doing is taking the highest and lowest numbers, figuring out the averages and which ones should be green, yellow, or red. And like I said, it's the exact opposite of what we want, but there is a button here to reverse the icon order. So we'll select that and then click OK. And then we'll click OK again. And you'll see those changes right away in your worksheet. So that's conditional formatting. Many more options. Unlimited number of conditions can be applied. You can use all of these presets. So conditional formatting just got a whole lot easier in Excel 2010.